Dogs and cats make excellent pets because they have been domesticated for centuries. However, many people like to go on the fringe seeking pets that are less traditional. Of course, there are risks that come along with these exotic pets. How would you deal with a capybara pet? What about a fennec fox? If you're ready to take the plunge, then get ready as we count down 15 cute exotic animals you can own as pets. Number 15, the baby wombat. The northern hairy-nosed wombat is a medium-sized mammal that looks like a rodent and lives in Queensland, Australia. This little piece of work is in extreme danger of becoming extinct. There is only one colony of northern wombats left, so much so that they are guarded by a fence that protects them from dingo attacks. Wombats are classified as exotic pets since they are a wild species that is only maintained as a pet in very unusual circumstances. People desire to keep them as pets because of their attractive and cuddly appearance. However, it's important to keep in mind that adult wombats can be aggressive and deadly at times. Wombats are thought to be unsuitable as pets. They have greater strength and are capable of tearing holes in fences, doors, and even walls. Wombats are normally not aggressive, but their long, sharp claws or deep bites can cause puncture wounds in people. When they're young, wombats can be incredibly cute, cuddly, and responsive. They do, however, become nasty and unpredictable as they mature. They also grow fairly large and gain tremendous strength. That's why we're concentrating on newborn wombats as exotic pets, but what happens when they grow up? They are vegetarians munching on grasses and leaves which provide great nutrition. Believe it or not, their main competition for food is the kangaroo, but their main predators remain dingoes and the famed Tasmanian devil. Number 14, the capybara. Before you go ahead and adopt a capybara, please reconsider your choices. While they are extraordinary animals and are very tame, there are many drawbacks to keep a capybara as a pet. But legal formalities aside, make sure you understand what keeping a capybara as a pet involves. As you already know, capybaras live in groups and are very social animals. Adopting a single capybara is not recommended. You would need to adopt at least 2 capybaras, but preferably more. First and foremost, in some places it is illegal to keep them as pets. In Texas and Pennsylvania, it is legal to keep them, but in many other places, you would need to consult your local legislation to see if you need a special permit. Secondly, consider their size. They are huge. They are more than twice the size of a jackrabbit. They are the biggest rodents. Keeping at least 2 big rodents in good condition may be challenging and costly. But besides that, they have special needs as well. Because they are semi-aquatic creatures, you would also have to provide them with plenty of water. Some owners choose to create special pools for them. Capybaras also need plenty of space to roam around. It is not a wise idea to keep them indoors, as they will chew on everything they find. Your carpet and furniture won't be safe with a capybara nearby. If you still decide to get a capybara as a pet and provide them everything they need, make sure you have a nearby vet who can take care of the pet if needed. And make sure to fence the place where you keep them, as otherwise they will run away, as they are very fast animals. Number 13, the pygmy jerboa. Although the pygmy jerboa appears to be made up of scraps from other species, it is well suited to harsh environments such as the Gobi and Sahara deserts. This is a fascinating rodent from Africa's deserts that you may never have heard of. They vary in variety of sizes depending on the species, and they look a lot like a kangaroo rat, albeit with a significantly odd appearance. For good cause, they've been labeled as aliens. They dart and hop across the floor, balanced on small legs. The video, Dramatic Little Monster, which featured a strange-looking creature, helped to popularize them. Jerboas come in a variety of sizes, including pygmy species and larger jerboas with rabbit-like ears, known as Euchoroutes naso. Because of the monkeypox panic, the United States has restricted the entry of African rodents into the country, which may be a reasonable reason. The animals were once available in this location, then maybe as a result of their difficult care and breeding they vanished from North American captivity once the imports ceased. In Japan, though, it appears that they are still kept as pets. Number 12, the baby tamandua. There are numerous benefits to hosting a tamandua. The species is affectionate for one thing. You could find that they enjoy nuzzling your neck while you read a book, walking around with you, and snuggling up for a sleep on a hot afternoon. They never bite because they don't have teeth, unlike certain animals. They rely on their keen front claws to protect themselves in the wild. They have few adversaries other than humans since their front legs are so strong, and they are as calm and assured as the best rainforest hunters. Is it true that those front claws ever hurt? It wasn't done on intention. They are razor sharp, and if a young Tamandua is riding on your shoulders and feels unbalanced, he or she will dig in to avoid falling. It is preferable to clip the tips of your Tamandua's front nails. It won't stop them from ripping open a termite nest, but it will save the skin on your neck. Even as adults, these animals are lively despite their solitary environment. When you lie down or read a book on the couch, your Tamandua will roll around until you agree to play with her. Because her tail is partially prehensile, she will wrap it around your wrist and drag it down so you may stroke her belly, tickle her underarms, caress her chin, or simply scratch her behind her ears. Tamanduas, while being insectivores, are not difficult to feed. Termites are their primary food source. Because they don't have teeth and consume with their sticky barbed tongue, whatever meal you give them should be a liquid or something comparable. Remember that these are tropical creatures, and if you live in a cold climate, your Tamandua will need to come inside to stay warm. They're pricey, and they're not as easy to come by as a puppy or a kitten. A young small animal will cost anything from $3,000 to $8,000. The Tamandua has a distinct odor as well. Although it is not a problem in warm climates, it will be much harder if you live in a cold region and have to close your house due to the weather. It's time for a relaxing soak in the tub. Number 11, the Fennec fox. Fennec foxes are known as the smallest foxes in the entire world and borrow behavior traits from both cats and dogs. Due to this reason, they're considered a great exotic pet. As adults, they reach up to 4 pounds in weight, which is not much, so they're okay for smaller households. They live up to 15 years and are caring animals. They like to play a lot, traits similar to dogs, but also have the independence of a cat. Usually legal to own in most states, there are a few like Missouri, Minnesota, and Washington where they're illegal. Fennec foxes are very sociable animals if trained from a young age, so they can make for perfect furry friends. Just make sure you keep up the pace with their seemingly infinite energy. Number 10, the Honduran white bat. The Honduran white bat is also known as the Caribbean white tent-making bat and is a species of bat that is found in Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, and western parts of Panama. It is unique to all bats in that it has a distinctive completely white fur which occurs in only 3 of well over 1,300 species of bats. They have a yellow leaf-shaped nose and ears and a black membrane on their wings. As cute as they are, keeping such a bat in captivity as a pet would probably cause it to experience terror, inappropriate and damaging nutrition, and terrible loneliness and boredom. Bats are capable of living over 25 years. Bats kept as pets rarely survive more than 1 year. Hence, unless you have a cave in your backyard and you are a bat whisperer, it's best you enjoy watching this bat in its natural habitat. Number 9, the chinchilla. Domestic chinchillas can be kept as pets. Chinchillas are primarily nocturnal and typically do not like to be disturbed during the day, which may make them less favorable as pets to some people. Chinchillas are naturally very skittish creatures and generally do not like to be held, although they can become very attached to their owners. Because of their high-strung disposition, they are not usually considered to be good pets for small children. However, chinchillas can be very friendly animals if sufficiently acclimated to human touch, making them excellent pets for patient owners. Chinchillas typically live about 15 years. Although they are generally small creatures, their body length can grow from 10 to 14 inches and their height about 5 to 6 inches. With gentle handling from a very young age, most chinchillas will become quite tame and bond closely with their owners, although sometimes they do not like to be held or cuddled. They are very active and playful. Chinchillas can be kept singly and will usually do fine as same-sex pairs, especially if they are litter mates or introduced to one another at a young age. Chinchillas require a lot of roughage, and the diet should mainly be made up of a good quality grass hay along with pellets made for chinchillas. Chinchillas can make wonderful pets for the right person, but before deciding on a pet chinchilla, familiarize yourself with their unique characteristics and all aspects of their care. Number 8, baby tiger. Tigers are wild cats that have never been domesticated. No one of the 6 remaining tiger species should be kept as a pet. In fact, keeping any of the big cat species as pets is illegal in most states. Tigers are massive, powerful fanged predators who consume dozens of pounds of meat every day and require acres of high-security enclosures. Tigers are not acceptable as pets at any age since the risk of aggression significantly outweighs any benefit. If you're interested, here are some specifics regarding what it's like to keep these enormous cats in a human environment. Tigers are huge, powerful, and potentially lethal cats. They can take down a 500-pound galloping antelope, have excellent swimming abilities, and are fiercely territorial. Male tigers in the wild can traverse a territory of about 40 miles, whereas females only cover about 7 miles. Males demarcate their territories by sprinkling urine and excrement in key spots. Except for mating and on rare occasions for the delivery of pups, tigers spend solitary lives. Tiger cubs are little and cute, but they will grow to hundreds of pounds in their first year and have canine teeth and claws that are several inches long. Owners are unable to declaw tigers since they rely on their claws to walk. Removing their huge teeth would also make it impossible for them to chew and digest their food adequately. The owner must provide enrichment opportunities even in a vast enclosure. Tigers must use their predatory brains to catch, play, jump, climb, and explore, and a bored tiger is a sick tiger. Many exotic pets, particularly huge cats, are prohibited in most states, especially in densely populated areas. Big cats are prohibited in at least 35 states, whereas all hazardous exotic pets are prohibited in 21 states. Before attempting to obtain a tiger or any other large cat, be sure you know the restrictions in your area. Number 7, the sand cat. Cats are either the most popular or second most popular pet animal on the planet. Therefore, it's only logical to question if other kinds of cats can be maintained as pets. Several species of so-called wild cats are sold as pets, and hybrids between those species and domestic cats are created on purpose. Sand cats are a relatively unknown feline species that are gaining popularity due to their small size and resemblance to regular cats, but with enough distinguishing traits to make them truly lovely. Is it permissible to keep sand cats as pets, and if so, who keeps them? Exotic cats are unfortunately prohibited in most states. Sand cats will be classified as wild cats, and most laws prohibit their possession due to the lethality of large cats, despite the presence of lesser species that are not more deadly than domestic cats. Sand cats can be difficult to care for in captivity. These animals, unlike domestic and other exotic cats, can be sensitive to humidity conditions. Sand cats are native to Africa and Asia as dusty deserts, and they are susceptible to respiratory illnesses in most homes. To address this, providing warmth in a sealed cage to make the environment drier would be a good option. Sand cats are fed a raw, natural diet of meats and insects by people who have kept them. Frozen chicks, mice, rats, crickets, superworms, and other feeders are among the foods available. Sand cats have also been known to drink little or no water, instead relying on their food for moisture. It would be critical to avoid solely giving dry foods in this situation. Sand cats should be housed in a big enclosure with adequate area for them to engage in all their critical species-specific behaviors. The animal may engage in stereotypic behavior because of an inadequate confinement or a lack of enrichment. In zoological settings, several smaller exotic cats have exhibited a tendency to become agitated around people, which has been linked to lower reproductive success. It's a logical assumption to deduct that sand cats should be provided with multiple hiding places in order to feel as safe as possible. Number 6, baby llama. Llamas are primarily used as pets and companions. Because of their typical low-key attitude, intelligence, and ease of upkeep, they are suitable for this job. Llamas are becoming more popular as pets because of their gentle natures, cleanliness, and pleasant demeanors. Llamas are not commonly thought of as pets in the classic sense. They are more likely to be regarded as cattle than pets, although they are amiable, social, placid, and easy to train. Llamas and alpacas will eventually become acclimated to the people that are around them, but this does not always happen straight away. Llamas should never be kept alone. They require the company of another llama. It's ideal to have 2 females or 2 geldings. If you wish to breed llamas, make sure you have the necessary facilities and enough land to safely separate them. Purchase the highest quality llamas you can afford. Llamas are peaceful, gentle, and affectionate animals who don't require a lot of care and don't stink like other outdoor animals. It's possible that this is why they're so popular as pets. Number 5, sugar glider. One of the biggest problems of owning any rodent as a household pet is that they are destructive by nature and constantly have to chew on things. This is because all rodents have teeth which constantly grow and therefore must be worn down. Since sugar gliders are not rodents, they do not instinctively need to chew on things and are not destructive by nature. Probably one of the most unique things about sugar gliders as household pets is how strongly and permanently they bond to their human families. Once they are fully bonded to you and your family, they can go almost everywhere with you in public without being caged, and they will not want to leave your shoulder or pocket. In this aspect especially, they have exactly the opposite mentality of a rodent, and that once they are fully trained and bonded with you, they normally won't hide or run away because they instinctively want to be with their family more than anything else. Number 4, the red panda. A lack of public awareness and attention is a problem for some endangered species. Too much misplaced attention in the case of the red panda may be harming them by fostering the black market trade in red panda pets. Wild red pandas in cages have recently been reported likely captured for the exotic pet trade. Taking care of a red panda is unlike taking care of a dog or cat. Red pandas are wild animals designed to live in the wild with sharp nails that allow them to climb and cling to trees. A red panda in someone's home or apartment would shred furniture, drapes, and garments since their claws don't retract into their paw pads like a cat's or grow blunt as quickly as a dog's. Red pandas have thick coats appropriate to their original habitat and extremely specialized meals consisting primarily of fresh bamboo shoots and leaf tips, thus keeping one as a pet would be difficult on their health. They'd be far too hot to be comfortable. A private individual is unable to supply the necessary lodging or nutrition. As pets, their lives will be cut short and unhappy. Furthermore, purchasing a red panda is prohibited. In the nations where they originated, red pandas are legally protected. They cannot be legally apprehended or killed. Number 3, skunks. When born and raised in captivity, skunks can make for friendly, intelligent, and unique pets. They can learn to be comfortable when handled by people, and they can be quite playful and cuddly. Native to North America, skunks are known for their scent glands that can spray foul-smelling chemicals as predators. But captive-bred skunks typically have those glands surgically removed. This is a controversial procedure, as some people believe it strips away a necessary defense mechanism that a pet skunk would need should it ever get loose outside or otherwise be attacked. Therefore, it's critical to keep a pet skunk indoors or highly supervised during any outdoor time. Housing a pet skunk can be somewhat difficult, as skunks tend to be curious animals that like to get into mischief. Plus, it can be complicated to feed a pet skunk a balanced diet, as there are few formulated skunk foods available. Overall, these animals require a lot of time and expertise on your part to care for them properly. Number 2, the finger monkey. For good reason, pygmy marmosets are also known as finger monkeys or pocket monkeys. They are the world's tiniest monkey species, as well as one of the world's tiniest primates. A climbing frame might be made from a single finger rather than going up your arm or leg. Finger monkeys, like almost all other domesticated or wild animals, live much longer in captivity. Pygmy marmosets in captivity usually survive for 15 to 20 years. Pygmy marmosets exhibit a variety of amazing abilities, like spinning their heads 360 degrees and jumping many times their own height, far above many monkeys twice their size. Pygmy marmosets can jump to heights that are inaccessible to other monkey species, even those considerably larger than the pygmy. What is the actual height? Almost 15 feet. That's quite an achievement for an animal that can easily fit in the palm of your hand. The mortality rate of pygmy marmosets is considerable. Only 67% of pygmy marmosets live to be 6 months old. Nearly 80% of pygmy marmosets die within the first 2 months of their lives. Finger monkeys are gregarious creatures. 6 monkeys make up a model troop, so if you're considering adopting a one-finger monkey, reconsider. Take them in pairs so they may always play with someone their own size. This will relieve some of your stress and boost the chances of your pygmy marmoset adjusting to its new captive surroundings without incident. Number 1, the slow loris. The slow loris is cute as can be, but beware, because sometimes cute can still be dangerous. The slow loris is frequently mentioned when discussing the negative implications of the illegal exotic pet trade. When a private owner of one of these Asian monkeys published a video showing their pet Sonia getting her underarms tickled, the popularity of these Asian primates skyrocketed. With their lethargic, human-like look and behaviors matched by odd nocturnal eyes, the lorises have the same appeal as sloths. Conservationists replied by urging viewers to think about the tragic source of slow loris pets. They are frequently taken from the wild, their teeth wrenched out cruelly, and exported to other countries. These species are difficult to procreate, which is why they are rarely seen in zoos. As a result, it's unlikely that captive breeders will sell animals to their owners in an ethical and sustainable manner. It's possible that reports of captive-bred slow lorises are false. The little creatures in this countdown all make us want to own them. Well, not all of them, but certainly a few. However, not all of them should be considered after what we have seen. My favorite has to be the capybara. Looks like such a friendly animal. Which one was your favorite? Why don't you let us know in the comments below? Well, that's our countdown of 15 cute exotic animals you can own as pets. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and let us know in the comments what you think. Check out our other videos and subscribe to be part of the fun. Click on the notification icon so you can see our new videos as soon as they're uploaded. That's it for now.